You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Aw, that's really cute. Hey Tim, how are you? I just I hit the space bar. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up and nap down and remember what's going on. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling thinking, wow, I didn't even know what I clicked. I was just like, I wanted that to stop. Lying in bed, you stare. Yeah, I know, isn't this so cute? I have a little boy band. Chicken. Oh, that's so cool. My like birthing is the chicken. Whatever on the Chinese calendar. What's yours? Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling thinking about everything that awaits you in the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Aww. Really? Yours is too? No way. That's sick. I love that. Stand next to me, a lot of like girlish squealings. This is really cute. You're the rooster, yes. Like hardworking, something. Hardworking, that's all I remember. That's so cool though. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? The time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You'll allow yourself to daydream a bit. Take it seriously. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Heck yeah. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed. If it's deodorized, nothing can stop you now. Especially if it's deodorized pets. You confidently grab a biscuit and strut out the door and head to class. That looks really freaking good. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing is food. Now I want like biscuits and gravy. Standing in the quad, your gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy of Learning. My hair, I didn't curl it today. Yeah, I did like curling it off, so it's just straight. Yeah. There's like no humidity in the air, so it's like, yeah. But thanks for noticing. Comes your lifelong best friend, Miriam. Oh, I have a best friend? She's the most adorably awkward person you ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Oh my gosh, it's me. Good morning, Peachy. You are excited for the first days. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. Left behind, never catching up. Oh my gosh. Sweet girl, Miriam. She's always had a flair for the dramatics. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh my word, this poor thing. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk your best friend or change the subject? Pep talk? Remember last month when we saw the fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask gave me nightmares? Yeah, I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Santa? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Oh, she's crying again. I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and we'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. Aw, I'm a good friend. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. If not, at least I have these killer bangs. Oh hey, she has bangs too! It's totally me. You can believe I cut them myself. Oh my gosh. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you are rudely interrupted with someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands on the ground. Dang, I'm fancy. Hey, it's Ashley. Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Dang. Some outfit. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, Chicken's shins. What the heck? You leave Peachy's shins alone. I'm like self-conscious. They're perfectly normal. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. Heck yeah. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Von the Mon has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while his hair styles his hair. No light, they're rocking glutes. Oh, okay, let me turn that down then. It's a bit loud for me too. Hopefully that's a little better. I'm gonna turn it down for me too. There. Sweet! Awesome, thank you for letting me know. Okay. Ahem. Van? You rang? You're never sure their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Dang. Can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning would ever allow people like you attend as students. Wow, I mean, I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's not much time to properly tell these two off. You resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, selves busy chit-chatting. Oh my gosh. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Sprinkles? Oh my word. Now, quiet down, everyone. Ichi, who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USCAL. Oh my gosh. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! Yes, so cute. Oh my gosh. Hello, Psycho. Yes, I did. I had to be like, my brain couldn't take anymore this week. It's so cute so far though. It's so cute. What? A dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up the nuances of fine dining. Oh my word. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around as a swirl of cherry petals fill the air inside the classroom. Pop, I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. You're immediately swept in the aura of the new student. And his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonial Sander interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, but he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonial Sanders. Bond. James Bond. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonial Sanders walks down the aisle of desks, and suddenly the room is sweltering. Wow. Sweat begins to bead across your brow as you feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong.
And this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on, just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. Oh, Miriam, so good. You both know my name. Were you in the same kindergarten class? And what is all with your really weird insults? Besides, when Peachy sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at the shimmer. Yes. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Oh my gosh. Professor Dog Sweet steps in to settle the classroom down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of the culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there will be even really adorable tiny food. Oh my gosh. Sprinkles, alright. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete the broom cooking arena in the thing. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey Virgo, how are you doing? Student. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares blankly at him, silently judging him. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Oh, he's so cute. Thank you! Oh my gosh. Really liking my hair today too. Let that be a lesson to you students with tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Clank? Who's Clank? You turn to see Student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The dog is a savage. The class bursts into laughter. It's a weird thing. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the class as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. He's sniffing us? Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. I've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Dang. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. Ew. What kind? I have all these in my pocket? What should I give him? Yes, I'll listen to him. I don't know. Maybe a chicken? I don't know. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide and he locks onto it. His favorite! Sprinkles, well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professional immediately devours the snack and leaves your hand slick with a warm coating of warm doggy drool. Yummy. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but no mind to that, but pay no mind to them. Blech. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treats, favors on them at all times. Oh my gosh. Settle down now, Settle down, young chefs. Take something. I can't go back. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Oh Only 2 options remain. Hey Peachy, there's still a seat here. It seems no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. My best friend. You moved to take a seat by Miriam. I'm so glad you have sat near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonial Sanders? He had such a magnetic personality, and there was a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. Yeah, he sort of scares me. He's really tall and attractive. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. It's going good. I had a fever like Friday, I think. That's where I'm playing this because I'm like so done. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like caregiving currently, so I'm still going out and about and like stuff. It's not too different, but at the same time I'm like being really careful. How are you doing, like quarantine life wise? I never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure yeah. I said that to her. Bleh. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, the Colonial Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz. You'll tell me if you're ready for life at the culinary school. I hope that'll tell you if you're... Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Like extremely, especially with the corona going on. Meh. Extremely looking at you, Paul. Gonna do extremely. That's good. Thank you. Yes, I have my liquids here. And I have some electrolytes here. Everyone's been like really supportive. It's really nice, thank you. But yeah. Me too. I'm trying to stay inside. It's so hard working out, motivating myself to work out. Like, I don't know what it's about. Sorry, I mean, I don't know why it's so hard. Forest is to tree as chickens is to feather. Night vision goggles is slam dunk. Feather? That's right, heck yeah. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork? He said spork, right? Heck yeah, I'm really good at this. What food's best for a broken heart? Ice cream. Caramel. Ice cream. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Camel meat. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. What about the pancake? I really like pancakes. It's wrong. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking lad that teaches at a coloring school. He's the best boy. That's right. That's true. I love cooking. 4 out of 5. Dang, if I didn't like pancakes so much. Only one wrong. Not too shabby. You might just do alright. Score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Lunchtime! Wow, the cafeteria as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. And it's pink too! Well, it's pastel. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious They're about eating. Yes. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Miriam, do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Student, everyone, can I have your attention? Pop, is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was... It's about lunch, which is far more important. Everyone cheers. But I... Shh. Pop, lunch. Peachy, she said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Aha! That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell? You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Oh my gosh, it's chicken. Colonial Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. It's so beautiful. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded, fried to crispy golden finish. An aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Oh, chicken does make me feel safe. Colonial Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to crumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less, even 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. Does he just like stay like this all day? But that's all I have to say about that. Van, what do you think we want your stupid chicken recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see the zinger. Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, I smelled something beautiful, and I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You could see her body language change from bitter, evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonial Sanders. She realized that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him closer. Wants him all to... Where did I get closer from? She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man. If you don't want any... I'll take his... That's so mean. Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contouring his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. This is close enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one bite. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of the bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Whoa, is this what I'm envisioning while eating this chicken? Tasting Colonial Sanders foods transports you to another dimension. Ooh, it's pretty. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. That's like every time I make myself food that tastes like amazing. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment and try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells about Colonial Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. No, don't go towards the light. Try to find every flavor. Ooh, yeah, we could figure out his chicken recipe. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Well, that's 2. pepper too, obviously. Oregano, basil. But there's something else. It's love. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be... What did that say? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use... Oh, wait. I should be looking at chat. Yeah, I don't want to fall back into another lockdown. You tried to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet you know a mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. Dang, my shoulders are so heavy. All this responsibility. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with the Colonial Sanders. You approach him. Dang. Colonial Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonial, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. Why is he sweating? What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time. Sorry, it's like sometimes like I can't see because of the background. For all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. I love his chicken stuff. It's so funny. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonial. Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Yes, I have moxie. Colonial Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. As just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I wish I could see what it says. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank. Wow. Sorry. You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you were crack. And crack definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, but now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, and you don't tell Colonial Sanders that. Yes, I'm witnessing the birth. While you're wrapped up in the huge revelation, you've noticed that Colonial Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. I don't see anyone. That scares me. And you decide to look for him. Well, I just went to the restroom. Why am I looking for him? You find Colonial Sanders outside standing in the quad. I'm stalking this dude. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I come outside to look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will come... No. Oh. Ugh. I saw it come up here and then... No! How do I go back? Dang it. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect time, perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show you your own okay, neg him to show your own strength. What does neg mean? Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice up things. Be modest, but thoughtful. Dang, this is tough. modest but thoughtful. Like him is to be kind of mean, kind of jokingly. Oh. I don't want to do that. I'm modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Peachy. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. Next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena. Ooh, what are those? Oh, eggplants. Where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Miriam, look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn from your with your signature adorable tiny food creation. Oh, she's crying again. Welcome, students, to the arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but isn't able to control yourself. You pounce on Colonial Sanders. I pounce on him? Like, knock him over? Hey, Colonial, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2? That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Or Miriam? Sure, Peachy. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Oh no, she has to choose between the machine and the little kid. I feel so bad. I would never do that. Me too. I wish I had that kitchen. That'd be dope. And all the food in it. But yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, I heard something. But yeah. Hello, new partner. Beep. Bop. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know who to choose. Oh, for Miriam! It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but the price you pay for not being alone forever. Is that the truth? Who do you want to be Miriam's partner? Dang it. I have no idea. They both seem really incompetent. Maybe the machine? Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. What? It's not entirely clear if Pop has an idea what the point of the school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Oh no, did I choose the wrong? Warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Aw, look at that face. Is Miriam. Tissue. I hardly know you. Ahahaha. Clank shudders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Peachy. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, you're going to keep it simple. Oh, this is Sprinkles. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonial Sanders? Steak tartare. Ooh, that sounds good. Seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonial Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Did he just have a bunch of hearts come out of him? I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm and inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? Yes, I love mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonial Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your face to get beet red. Embarrassed, and you quickly turn away. Like, I'll get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like, oh, it was Ashley. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonial Sanders? It's me. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Ashley. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did you call for me? I can't do a man's voice. Ugh, no, geez, Van, I'm over here crushing Peachy's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? He's crying now. Colonial Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. They're my old friends? Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Ashley, actually no. It looked like Peachy was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs needs a lot of mentoring. I was going to say Colonial Sanders maybe I could teach you a thing or two about being fancy. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha, doubt it. Ashley, don't be rude, Van. She has like chicken cutouts on her. Never mind. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonial Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. This music is distracting. But Colonial, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Oh my gosh. Don't you feel deep down that we can cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It makes perfect sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonial. If you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonial Sanders. Honks and hunks in your time of need. What? Turn to Miriam and your favorite bestie who always has your back. Yeah. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need, Radar, is second to none. She immediately comes running over to you. Oh, she's so intense. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy you. I actually think that Ashley and Van we're just leaving. Ashley, leaving you in my dust. This, my skills as a chef perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Yes, get her. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Peachy is my partner for today's activities. You look for Sprinkles in hopes he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis. They're short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Dang, I'm such a good chef. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. There he goes again. Colonial Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Oh my word. That is gorgeous. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be so very proud. Colonial Sanders holds a spork to you and you reach out and grab hold of it. But he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for a small moment, all the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock and the moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful out. You see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonial Sanders. There's that music again. And then filled with rage, without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something so beautiful and integrity? Something? Hold on there, Peachy. We do not waste food. Now he's here. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonial Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'll both better be prepared to eat whatever it lands on. Ew. Can I have potato face? Van rushes back over and a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated with a backsaddle blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will look away with envy. Something. Interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off his plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and it may have turned in the process, or else it could be toxic. Oh, you get parasites. Too late. It's been eaten. Oh, this poor student that no one cares about. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It's killed him! What? Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle has been slurped up in Pop's mouth. This kid's gonna die too. Pop winces in pain just for a moment, and then immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. And the entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. What? Why is no one calling the police? Shock has frozen the whole crowd, and there's motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Kid's like bulletproof. I'm not sure the professor has made enough money. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello? I've turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by the really annoying student and his nonsense, Claudio Sanders approached. He's dead. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Hey. What? Like, for real? Come on. You follow Claudio Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark and a little, and more than a little spooky, especially that the ghost student running around. Colonial Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize what I was making them. You were amazing. Tasting them reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonial Sanders is getting choked up. Aww! Everyone's crying. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. I am? Well, I guess this game is telling me I am, so I guess I am. Colonial Sanders? Yes, Peachy? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Is he developing feelings for me? Oh, jeez. You see, when I was a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world had ever seen. Every day I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights. Yeah, I can tell. Like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with our hearts. Our souls might grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Oh. Hey, no, you shut up. I'm the one just saying inspirational stuff around, and be, bleh. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Peachy, are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Oh, the student. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What the heck? The Spork Monster. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I want to go close to the thing. Adrian Van, I think I left the fridge open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm the monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Oh yay, what will you do? Attack. You decide to attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. Heck yes. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on attack. They spit hot gravy at you. Ow! Attack. You decide to go on attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Aww. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on attack. Which attack will you use? I only have 1 attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on attack once again. Spork Monster uses utensil take 2. Okay, if you take more damage, you're not going to start this battle. I guess I'll defend. You defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You curl into a ball. I'm not cut out for this. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for the ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Oh no! Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. He looks very unsure of himself. Colonial Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Oh my word. I need to like this guy. Pop pie power pinch. Does 10 damage. Dang. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Brigand Mercy. Finish him. No, just, yeah. No student will ever walk the quad in here again. This monster messed with the wrong chef for sure. I have no idea what just happened. Yeah, attack. You're ready for your final attack. You'll never survive my student loan destruction. Debt loan destruction. Oh, that's so funny. Student loan debts destruction does 10 damage. Spork monster is completely vaporized. Colonial Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Peachy. The monster defeated left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. Oh, it has chicken on it. It's a book of magical spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed was Borko. Borko, that sounds like a strangely familiar name. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from the battle buzz, you realize that your final tag has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Oh no, that's not good. The image of Colonial Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. I thought it was... He must have helped when you got home. You in your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. KFC magic, yes. Oh, is magic, yes. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonial. Oh no. In your dream, you're together with Colonial Sanders for some reason. Sprinkles is there. Instructing your love and dreams are weird. Instructing your love dreams are weird. Oh, okay. Oh, look how everyone happy. I mean, look how happy everyone is. I don't know why I'm so bleh today. Maybe still my fever. You wake day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonial Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used crack. Neither. And then there was the secret ingredient that Colonial Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he trusts you so much. Aww. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into her own story. Okay, this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Okay, that's a little odd. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart, and he told me all sorts of stories about Colonial Sanders. Did you know that Colonial Sanders was the most popular kid in his school? High school? Yeah, because that bears a lot of weight. No, but that does make complete sense. Miriam. Yeah, but he was so popular. He was voted prom king at school, and he didn't even go to school. And also, the convertible that he made himself in, that he himself rode at the front of the homecoming parade. Oh, I'm thinking that maybe he got I'm thinking something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with its new boy. Like I am with Colonial Sanders. I am. You and Colonial Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend to attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Ah ha 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 ha. Wow, my friend's mean. You sure did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and the Colonial Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Yeah, I'm awesome. You definitely had an idea about how to prove your love is real. I know, Miriam's so mean. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me his secret ingredient? Oh, don't say that. However, you don't tell her, okay good, that you know the second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. There's a dramatic echo in here? Oh, is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. Dot 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 dot. So this summer while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me about his passions for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower plants, and that if I did find him a big favor, that I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled the suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, and he even met me at the gate, and when I arrived later, I cooked with them, and a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was like anything I ever tasted. I think you're definitely being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, and we've stayed in touch, and you know, like pen pals, I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonial Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it would be so much use to anyone. Cough, Fibber, cough. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me, and no one has to know if I came from you or Colonial Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonial Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No, I'm gonna make up one and keep it a secret. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? It sounds like some sort of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt, wow. Her eyes light up with imagining a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she definitely is not texting secret ingredients to other people, you're interrupted. Owen rushes cherry blossom petals for the air. What? It's Colonial Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Run to him. Those are both pathetic. But I guess we could run to him and talk to him. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonial Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Yeah. Oh, my Colonial. However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears, kicking you directly in the face. Oh no! The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Peachy, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It's important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forgot, the world could end, so no, it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond. I But a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... And before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Ah, jeez. You awake to find Colonial Sanders tending to you. He rushed you back to life with a satchel of secret spices, or is it just his natural seasoned musk? Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Lean in for a kiss. I'm gonna do this one. Kissing is too... It's like, we know him day 2. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, or maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, the Colonial Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. Smooth. I could truly feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. Okay, that was weird. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonial Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. They're counterfeiting recipes, bad. Experimenting with secret restricted ingredients, bad. Summoning a demon, bad. You try to peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Darn it. Oh there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Ashley, why don't you just make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting mature. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look. Yeah. You sit near the rivals, but they leave your back turned to them. But you leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Oh, they're summoning demons? What? However, you notice you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class. You're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Ashley, oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rolls? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity, and it takes panache? I don't know. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You get a look at what it was they were hiding, you instantly recognize it. Oh no! It's a bug, just like the one you found after your encounter with Spork Monster. It's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop-Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him, as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Oh no! We're playing. Hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. Van, your mother has to No, your mother was a stand mixer. Or Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonial Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. I'm not interested in either of them. Colonial Sanders, or no, not Colonial Sanders. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonial Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. save it for the arena. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty, clear aspirations to focus on. Ashley, maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class. He's panting, which doesn't seem to be that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. A cute dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around the town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope that you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him on in a trance. It's a secret. It's the scent you left on. No, the scent left on you from Colonial Sanders. What? Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Colonial says, "Down, boy, down." Often hoppin' something. That command shouted by Colonial Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what was with that. Yeah, me too. Sorry, I've gotten a little carried away. Aww. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the class. Without further ado, we'll receive the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why 1776, at the sign of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. What? But you can't help but daydream about Colonial Sanders and miss the most of the important parts. Aw, I'm daydreaming. When you come to Sprinkles holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Peachy, naturally this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, simmering pepper, a dog biscuit, the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the others. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Oh no! The pepper has triggered an intense— why do I keep going into space? Has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you tripped through the universe. Oh, this is Judy. My friend. Ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death. Fulfill your destiny. All you must do is— cough, cough. I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is— cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through— cough. To fulfill— cough. The prophecy— cough, cough. You must— You feel yourself to begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone staring at you, of course. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should have paid better attention. What was I supposed to do? Just like look at it? We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's lunchtime. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your arrivals enter with a dramatic announcement. Van, today's lunch will be prepared, Ashley, via timed competitive cook-off. The levels of theatrics with these two is off the charts, that's for sure. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them, you're on, you're on. That's right. Winner gets to rub my belly. 11. And then gratitude. You must never take the opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply faster and stronger than you. You better pick up the pace. You can, oh, I need to read the whole thing. That's what's going on. Every day you meditate on Vice Strata and feel the place. Okay. That's right. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it. You try to shout out the noise in the arena and focus on your cooking. What is sound of success? Silence. That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they will be unable to speak. Oh, okay. Notice Clovis Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Peachy. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome knowing he's watching you. Makes you totally forget what you're doing. Okay, now all you can think about is Colonial Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy will it take to fill traditional... You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which would you take? What a... Oh my gosh. You know what? You shouldn't be focused on the challenge. You're falling behind. Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forget the question. Your cleanse is ready. Ah! Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Hey, yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but something that means sacrificing that personal touch. Or you might not have any hands, but Peachy does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't need to get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious the error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Peachy, no! Oh my gosh! It's immediately crushed by the quick spinning beaters. There's no way to use the hand for the rest of the match. Thank you. Colonial Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way to turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Spirit, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, it's too bad. I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Peachy's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his body tops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Will Scud under the white chocolate dome. You'll find an array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Peachy to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamy, delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonial Sanders, wouldn't you mind lending me your strong, steady hands? Colonial Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing these ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette. Is that how you say it? Atop the slice of honeycomb ice cream, 2 ways tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gilly. How do you say that? Colonial Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you hee. He places a sauce-covered finger into his lips. Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear, and a dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. As he places a sauce-covered finger, a dab of chocolate, internalized, you feel rage. You put yourself between Colonial Sanders and Ashley. Internalized it. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Oh no. Embarrassed and ashamed by the poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run from the quad to be alone. Oh no. It's so sad. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. Especially because I worked so hard on my eyebrows. It's Colonial Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decide to get married. Oh, have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Yeah, just kidding. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. Yeah, crushed in fried eyebrows. Should I be in the emergency room? I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I ever failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always a man, you see, before you enrolled. I wasn't always the man you see before you enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I'm passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Oh. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. And that one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something, no matter the amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had. Aww. As Colonial Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. Oh, in his little heart. One has to remember that every failure can be stepping stone to something better. My dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that's a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. It's so cute. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants, and that will bring joy to this entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Where did pop come from? Yay! Just as your moment moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Oh no. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster! Or Gorko, the Spork monster. It's here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin. I'm Gorko. I'm here to avenge that. Hey, Mr. Pip-Boy. Yeah, I decided to do something a little more, like, I don't know, because my brain was just, like, fried from this week. That was, okay, let's avenge, or kill this one too, not avenge. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Okay, so I'm just gonna have him this time. Colonial Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. Just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think that you have much of a chance, not to mention I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Peachy is saying is can't we just be friends? Life is too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these tiny teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty food. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Yeah, this is super funny so far. Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss this biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious. You're much nicer than evil students who once upon a time turned to me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at this time until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book, oh that's what it is, cast an enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book. Precisely. Gorko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I lost it. And if you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. Respect. You're a powerful chef and you shouldn't really rely on dark or evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Peachy. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Heck yeah. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss it. Okay, a personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonial Sanders' home, oh, it's house, must be like. It sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, steamy. Stepping inside. Oh, he's a chicken. That's really pretty. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Is that him as a baby? Do you guys see that? Oh. Peachy, it looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonial Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I've always been excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there was something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. This baby goatee is so cute. Colonial Sanders' eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, but both perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. You should reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you. I guess since he gave me the secret, like ingredient to his like cracked chicken, I'll reveal my secret. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonial Sanders. Before you talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Aww! It's beautiful! The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonial Sanders' Luxe Hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to this last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire it. It tastes later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotion. The chicken? Is that like a vase? Like they put the dead people dust in? What's it called? I like his fireplace like a lot. Tap on an item to discover more. Oh, I can tap on stuff now. What is this? You take a closer look at urn. Yes, that's it. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting at the nearby pedestal, and there's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but you wipe it off and you read the description. Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Oh my god. Poor guy. Tap on an item to discover more about the colonial. The window? Can I tap? Sure. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure that he must be the Colonial Sanders himself. Yeah, I sort of figured that. He has a drumstick in his hand. That's hilarious. That, or maybe it's the drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face and logo on the company they founded. Am I right? Definitely, I didn't discover more about the colonial. I'm sort of curious as to. Okay, so what's that? This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. Ooh. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonial Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside of it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Tap on item to discover. Colonial. Ooh, what's in here? You open the door to Colonial Sanders' closet and find a row of signature white suits hanging within. You can take one off its hanger and try it on. This jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug and breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonial's returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I know, aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that this is your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold, you fess up and tell the truth. No, you tell him you're cold. I am so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. O'Neill smiles and scoots closer to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Oh no! Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonial in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You must stop yourself. Colonial? Yes, Peachy. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. I'm in space again. Aww. That's like the best dream ever. I want to have a dream like that where everyone's like flying on chicken. You awake to a beautiful morning in the Colonial Sanders hideaway. Do you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonial Sanders? Only time will tell. Aww. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonial Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. It looks really good. You taste Colonial Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say we're a perfect match? Gosh, it's only like day 2, dude. How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Okay, good. Phew. Such confidence, such grace. He could be the world's greatest gift to cookery. Oh, could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Yes, please, I know, right? I want fried chicken for breakfast. Take him down a peg, flatter him. I feel like I flatter him. We'll do better on the cooking competition together. You know, I think we might make a great team. That's good. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye, and he gazes out the window. Oh, and with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Oh my gosh, we could be business partners. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. Only answer you find is to run out the door and get home. Yeah, totally. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it. I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now it turns out you're fine. If I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe it. Since I've been partnered with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. Oh, good for you. But he was just interested in spending some one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know this little metallic guy. Oh. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends and things quickly spiraled out of control. Oh no, did the parachute like get a hole in it? Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date thing to go do while talking to a pressure cooker. Now, I'm not really sure where we stand. Oh no! You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Skydiving. That seems so scary. And I went on a date too, back to Colonial Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Well, not like that, but... You what? Nothing happened, but emotional connections. Wowzers. Marion offers to support you no matter what you do. Oh my gosh, she's like the best friend ever. Together with your bestie, you feel like you could do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from the distance that you're picking... Oh, no, not me. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop. Though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Oh, poor kiddo. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's this swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh no! Man, it's great. I'll order you on right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hee, Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Oh no. Peachy, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. is that horse that Colonial Sanders rides to school. Oh no, this is Ashley. There's that horse that Colonial Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentleman and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, PG, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Oh, I bet. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonial Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. Sorry. Naturally intuitive person, he senses something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school, Peachy? How's that hand feeling? I'm sure it'll be back in fighting form this afternoon. I sort of broke it, so like, I don't know. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonial? Oh no, my hands, Colonial. Yesterday, I almost broke a nail, winning so hard. Technically, I didn't notice her eyes were like red. It's scary. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? I'm so jealous. Ashley, but what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Peachy. I'm more than capable to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonial. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Peachy. Annoyed by Colonial's inability to see Ashley for who. Annoyed by Colonial's inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad, get some distance. Shh, don't waste time on him. In an attempt to distract yourself on how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and you start to flipping through it. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of magic spells? I don't know who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it were really powerful. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, casting only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could really use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonial Sanders, it would really help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. And what's up with that? This is way drastic. Could you do something else? Like anything else? Like not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but despite desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. A pretty good excuse to try it out. I don't think I should, because he offered to be his business partner. I don't want to forget the secret ingredient. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up, and he begins to breathe in quickly. You must be hungry. You reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and he focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. You follow his gaze and you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on a cherry tree outside. Oh, he's like, squirrel. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window out runs to the window of the classroom. He begins sparkling uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you to never come back here. Terrence, I will destroy you. Terrence? Sprinkles is sparking ferociously, drool flying off his face. Ew. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied at his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, by all the other squirrels in hearing distance, he returns to professional tone. I apologize for my outburst. This actually brings an important point. Thank you, Peachy, for reminding me to dial out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles interrupted by whirls and sparks are coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Oh, look how sad he is. Do you think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, JJ, forever. Watch us from a triangle in midair as we descend. Oh, triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Oh, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad. Beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Bzz, bzz. Oh no, he's dead. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Ew, Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels, not feet. It's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Oh, it's so awkward. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. That's so sad. Well, that was unfortunate. We mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Dang, it's a mouthful. Still working on the title, but I think you can get it. Test time approaches. See you in the arena. Before you can think about the upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Oh, Miriam again. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that? In front of you, in front of everyone. Our tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. You and me, we're gonna cruise through this final test. Hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're going to saddle up with Colonial Sanders Stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Oh no, honey. Of course not. Well, maybe sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a ranch big enough for both of us, whoever else wants. And whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special someone. Isn't like Pop like 12, like compared to like whatever they're supposed to be. You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes her tears from her cheek. Aww. You should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a special soup. Oh, thanks. And I bet that the professor dog is gonna love it. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay. No, it's not okay. Lunch is important because you got a better idea of how much time to spend for exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. Ooh, it's cute pink kitchen. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, and a test of talent. A chance to beat the pants off Van Van and the supposed Man Man and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of recipes you've been working on. Ichi's famous chicken pot pie. Aww. After practicing for months and making this dish from second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonial Sanders. Peachy, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm a big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Oh, how romantic. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You'd happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonial Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Gotta keep a level head. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick with when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it, like there was no sound at all. Fess up about your practice dish. I guess I could fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can swallow pot pie 400 yards. Oh wait, that's a specifically odd distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. You know it was a pot pie just from the smell. No, not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with a all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. Or no, haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Ooh, it looks so freaking good. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. Aww, Tim, you and Colonel Sanders have the same taste. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook everything with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that the mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll pull you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go small. Colonial Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 spices and herbs. But no, never mind. But he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe for fried chicken. Pot pies are so good. I want one right now. I haven't had one in ages either, though. The intensity in the room starts to at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonial Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Wow. This dude's like really skilled. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into this itty bitty pot of broth. Wow. Best friend Blaster. Inman flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries out of the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as it was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Finfran quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out, and she's going to use some dark magic to turn the tide. You've got a book of your own, and you're not desperate to see her. Oh no, wait, you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's certainly evil magic? Yeah, do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. There we go. Sweet. I know, right? I totally want KFC now. I'm going to do it the hard way. Claudio Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Peachy. Miriam noticed too. I've always believed in you, Peachy, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Aww. Miriam's so cool. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Aw, that's sweet, but Miriam tossed a handful of spices directly into your boiling pot of noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she does not know that you lied and the secret ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? Oh, crap. The boiling water explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Oh no. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many, and I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve. I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got a grimoire stashed behind your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in the pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be top chef, actually. You know, when I was a little spork pup back in the old country, you can feel spork monster winding up to tell a very long, evolved story. You don't exactly know where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Aww. Actually, you know what? You should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's kind of like the time in Monster School I had fallen asleep during Scaretax's class and then woke up. You tossed a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Like evil stare like that. It's squinting, but oh well. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from the deep down inside you. Give up. No, you're not gonna give up. I can do this. I have what it takes. I'm here to win. That's right. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Nice. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing for this their entire lives. Ghost of student. Yes, Peachy, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing this their entire lives. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy courses through your body. You know that with great power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Dang it, don't worry, dear Peachy, you have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonial Standard decides you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right behind you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and the time is almost up and you're going to need it. For Colonial Standards, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonial Standards unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken you've ever laid eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Isn't that true? Are you suggesting if we combine forces we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, and it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems that we're missing STEM students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen you hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Pop, hee hee, I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Oh no, Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Oh no, I thought wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he couldn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. Oh, you kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in the UCSAL history, but it's not exactly a yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, clank. Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? You would to hear a signature beep or an onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure out that later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Oh, they're so cute! My word, it's so delicate. Is this tiny teeth Naruto Maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. Some of green tea made from baby tea leaves I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting it just tip of his pink tongue dip into the bowl. Oh, sublime. Anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was just less than a thimble worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a hug. Huge hug. Thank you, Peachy, for helping me to believe in myself. Aww. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe, cute urchin shell topped with caviar. That's impressive. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second discolored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. It's a bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni, but he couldn't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Oh no. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine, says Van. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles, and he reels back. His tongue is poked and prodded. Oh no. Ouch, my tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no, I can't eat this. Keep poking my tongue. Disqualifying. A stunning turn of events. Would have thought this serving food in a bowl made out of needles could be difficult to eat. Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount this sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before focusing on his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog. I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps my agitated tongue. Aww. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delights in a light rose-watery syrup, topped with French meringue and connected with sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it sounds delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat it. The food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Peachy? I told you, it's display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, it is a cooking competition at a cooking school, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job at cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we had to have an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would have gone to College of Eating School for Hungry. ... I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. Oh, you're disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley as she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You don't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled to trying to be fake nice like everyone and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonial Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Choose chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Oh my word, he examines it closely, sniffing, eyeing the bowl. It looks so good. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in the kitchen, you gave me this thing, and completely blown me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese. bowl, and they all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Aww, together you and Claudio Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by the majestic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit you're indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkle declares that you have passed, everyone has passed, and there were supposed to be more battles. But come on now, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for the one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Oh, I love this chandelier. DJ Dog is in the house. Oh. You know that Sprinkles was the master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs, and they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed to graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Assuming. And now that everyone is together, it's Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Oh yay! Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone was too wrapped up in talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Spork. Dejected student walks off. Maybe, oh, I like her overalls. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know, she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. Oh, a crown. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh. Oh. Now I get it. And now we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Oh, such and such. Yes, plot twist. The music at the dance is interrupted by a sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Oh my word. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Mary, what? Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Dang, there's a lot of plot twists in this. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides no, obviously. I have begun to learn who I really am, and this isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. Oh, Clank. You were blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. Dang. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Clank. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Claudio Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh, he's in a cute little tee. Sorry, my throat is like so dry. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give him a bucket of chicken. It's a full meal. Oh my gosh, how sweet of him. I didn't get to the most the chicken. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy chicken. Aww, that was cute. Wait, is it the end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonial Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Peachy, what are you doing here sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonial Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Peachy. Aww, how sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonial Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. Well, I think that is something I just need to do by myself. He's taking back his business partner thing. That's so sad. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, you really think running restaurants is the best path for you? Oh, it's true. I did mess up on that thing and broke my hand. Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonial Sanders' respect as a chef? Oh no! Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll as in pastry school. Oh my dear Peachy, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. That was fun. I liked that. It said I'm going to KFC. Yes, I'm going to KFC too. Oh my gosh, I want mashed potatoes. Hey zombie. How are you doing? Happy ending, yes. I really like this. I'm so happy. Buying all chicken. I know, right? This is so cute. But yeah, I would totally play that again. Not today, because my voice is like dead from dead from talking. But I know this is so cute. We have like 30 minutes left. Should I do some Outlast? Oh, I did? Thank you. How far did you get? Are you sure you would like to exit the game? Yes. It was really hard to do.